Hey everybody, Mike Lawson here with CU Broadcast. Welcome back to our show. And on today's program, as you can see, we have two fine representatives of the credit union industry with us. Right next to me, we have Mr. Matt Overin, Manager of Risk Management at Logix Federal Credit Union. Matt, how are you, sir? Good to see you.
I'm great. Good to be here.
Good. Well, glad you're here. And then right below us, we have Emmy Agarwal from Quinte Financial Technologies. You're the marketing director there. Emmy, how are you? Good to see you as well.
I'm pretty good, thank you. How are you?
Doing great. Better now that you guys are here because we get to talk a little fraud management today. Probably top of mind for everybody on planet Earth, I think, these days, but specifically for the credit union industry. And it's such a critical area for credit unions and how technology is reshaping how credit unions respond. And I think the star of the show today is going to be Quinte Financial Technologies CaseHUB, of which Logix is using as well. So, but I'm going to start out just real quickly here, Matt, because obviously innovation is moving super fast today, but credit unions, they still face big operational and compliance hurdles. So what key pain points does CaseHUB solve for you guys, and how is it transforming the fraud management process for you guys?
Hey, thanks, Mike. Yeah, so we find here that fraud trends are happening super quick, and CaseHUB allows me to change course when I need to, finding trends, and when I find a trend, I can kind of pivot and use its reporting features to pinpoint exactly how the fraud is occurring. It allows me to see the trend, make changes, and then mitigate the fraud going forward. Also, the biggest piece that I like about Quinte is finding commonalities. So their link analysis allows me to link together common subjects, IP addresses, P2P tokens, and it lets me then figure out where the nexus of that fraud is and help me fight it better.
Indeed. And Emmy, you want to add anything to that as well from the Quinte Financial Technologies perspective?
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Matt. I think those are exactly the type of challenges we designed CaseHUB to address. And we think fraud trends don't just evolve, they accelerate. And we think CaseHUB gives credit unions the agility to respond just as quickly, whether it's pinpointing patterns, like you just said, through robust reporting or proactively identifying linkage across cases. So for us, the goal is simple. We're going for faster detection, smarter decisions, and then overall, better outcomes for credit unions. But what we've done is kind of go beyond detection, and we're looking into driving operational transformation, so streamlining collaboration across fraud, disputes, and compliance teams, which are critical functions. And by integrating intelligent automation and domain-driven workflows, we help credit unions like Logix not only just keep up, but also lead. It's been more than a rebrand for us. So we've recently gone from being called Advanced Fraud Manager to CaseHUB. So this rebrand is, it's more of a purpose-built solution, leveraging Quinte's deep domain expertise and experience in financial crime management, and also cloud-native technologies. It's kind of just nice to be there and helping credit unions leverage this and also lower costs, ultimately deliver a safer, smoother experience for members. So that's where we are at with this.
And that's the aim indeed, for sure. And Matt, I'm coming back to you for the next question here. So how is Logix Federal Credit Union navigating all these challenges out there? It must be quite a few hurdles you guys are jumping over these days.
Absolutely. We're a small credit union, and we always have to make sure that the dollars we spend on fraud count. CaseHUB allows us to determine if the different fraud systems we're using are paying for themselves. So we can actually put different sources in the case management system and see where those sources are working for us and what dollars we're saving from them and what dollars we're preventing as well. Also, the big thing we're seeing is law enforcement. So to get any case in front of law enforcement is really tough. They don't really want to look for fraud, that banks take. They're looking for the real crime, like murderers, drug dealers, property thieves. CaseHUB has a system called the Individual Case Report, and it presents that case directly to law enforcement in a really easy to read fashion. We're able to insert statements and photos and printouts and other important documents. And every time I give it to one of the detectives, they love it. They think it's great.
Oh, I bet. Yeah, I mean, anything to streamline their job. Oh my gosh, and then to help you guys out for sure. Emmy, I want to get your take on that example that Matt just provided. That's pretty cool.
Absolutely. And Matt, I think measuring impact and value is critical. And that's where CaseHUB stands out. Like you said, it helps you with a lot of custom reporting. And if you're able to reach that audience that you're building this for, I think it's great. It is about performance visibility for us. And with real-time reporting, credit unions can actually evaluate the ROI across systems and make decisions that where they can actually invest resources and time in a better way, in a better fashion. So I think it's great that you're able to use that and leverage that. We're also kind of taking a step further and speaking about Quinte's service desk. So by applying fraud and dispute workflows on behalf of clients, we generate a rich layer of operational intelligence data that can be mined to train AI models using, only the credit union own data, and kind of optimizing resource allocation, also kind of unlocking data to its potential. So we've been able to bring that extra layer and help credit unions get not just a tool, but more like a strategic capability to manage fraud holistically.
Yep, indeed. And so, yeah, I mean, and so back to you, Matt, here. So there's lots of fraud management tools out there on the market, obviously. So what sets CaseHUB apart from all the rest of them out there? Why did they percolate to the top?
Well, I can tell you, we've looked at lots of stuff over the years, lots of different tools. And what really sets CaseHUB apart is the granularity that you have in the system. So it really lets us build specific investigative units, case types, categories, locations, and sources. And these customized fields that we can put in give us very detailed reports and graphs that tell the fraud story of our financial institution, of Logix. CaseHUB's reporting feature makes it easier for any level, from employee down, from regular employees to investigators, fraud management to senior management, even board of directors, to see where the credit union stands on fraud. We can customize those sources and types and categories, and that can speak to any level within the credit union. And it really tells a visual story of our fraud here at the credit union.
Yeah, sounds good. Emmy?
That's a great point, Matt. Thank you for sharing that. So for us, CaseHUB is about providing that flexibility, so it makes it effective for you. So it's great to see that it works in that manner, in that fashion. It is designed to be intuitive, so no matter who's using it, like Matt said, it can easily pull up the data that is most relevant to the person using it at that point in time. So, whether you're kind of presenting high-level trends or reports from an executive team, kind of drilling it down also into nitty-gritties and details for an investigator, it works. So right across the board, it's going to work for everyone. And I think that's one of the most prominent things we'd like to showcase and help credit unions with.
Fantastic. And so, Matt, how is Logix leveraging CaseHUB today? How are you guys using it?
Well, we've kind of come up with the times. In the last couple of years, we moved CaseHUB to the cloud. And so that allows Quinte to make changes for us and give us the most recent updates without having to bog down my IT team. In addition, we integrated a couple years ago CaseHUB into our core system. So there's an API that goes to Jack Henry Scimitar, and that allows us to pull information in directly from our core for transactions and subject information. And then we find, though, that CaseHUB is our one true source for all reporting for the credit union. We're going to eventually take the information from CaseHUB and put it in our data lake, and then we'll be able to cross-reference all that across other things within the credit union as well.
Ooh, pretty cool. Emmy, you have anything to add on that?
Yes, I think it's amazing how Logix applied CaseHUB. So we are so thrilled about it. And, moving to cloud was a game changer. It's unlocked a lot of faster deployment of new features, and it's also given Logix, the IT team and the fraud teams, the freedom to focus on what matters. And I think, with the Scimitar integration and plans to feed CaseHUB information into the data lake, Logix is truly building an enterprise fraud intelligence ecosystem, which to us is brilliant. It's exactly how we envisioned CaseHUB being used. And I think, Logix as an organization is really using it up to its potential. obviously, there's more to come. It never really stops at where it is right now because we are in a world of moving technology. Everything's moving at speed. So it doesn't stop there, but at least, it's kind of a case tracking tool, but it's also got a record for fraud and dispute intelligence, which I think is great. And I'm sure, Matt and his team would kind of vouch for that as well. It's becoming a strategic asset for more of our clients than just being a tool that they can use.
Well, it sounds like this stuff like this is a have to in these days with fraud being what it is. And I mean, I see Matt nodding his head, obviously. And you're living this day on a daily basis as well, Emmy. So yeah, so I'm of the mind that you can never have too much of something like this. So kudos to you guys for working together and keeping the bad guys at bay. And then also the other thing that I didn't realize, and working with the authorities and helping them out as well. I'm sure they appreciate it as well. That's a whole nother wrinkle that I didn't see coming here. So thank you for that as well. So yeah, good stuff. Anything else here to add to wrap up here? Emmy, final thoughts here from Quinte's perspective? Any final thoughts?
I think we just want to help credit unions as much as we can and, power smarter decisions across every organization. So I appreciate your time, Matt, for sharing this with us and, hoping other credit unions can leverage this as well and make the most of it. But indeed. Thank you. And thank you, Mike, for your time.
Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, thank you. And Matt, I want any final thoughts on your part as well from the Logix perspective?
We really like the relationship we have with Quinte. They've been great. We've had them, I think, almost 15 years now, and just is better and better every time. There's lots of great new things coming from them, and we really enjoy the relationship. So thanks for having me on.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh. Yeah. You're welcome. Yeah. What a history. Oh my gosh. All right, guys. Thank you so much. I know you guys are busy today, so I don't want to keep you too long, but thank you so much for your time and the success that we're showing the rest of the industry here and what is possible. So if your credit union is facing legacy limitations or looking to deliver a smoother, more secure member experience, CaseHUB may be the solution you've been waiting for. So go check it out today, and we'll have all the links in the show notes for you. So again, Emmy, Matt, thank you so much, and keep up the good work. Well done.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Matt.